right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to a Friday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Barack, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. That is it. My apologies, y'all. We are running a few minutes late today here this morning. We got to get Drew a haircut this morning as well. We're going to go see Lily and get a haircut, right? Lily haircut? Cool. Yeah, we're going to do that later. Still pulling up the computer here. But, man, we got a, got a lot to talk about. Ross Dellinger of SI yesterday released a story that Will Wade and his attorneys are working toward a meeting with LSU. We also found out last night that Tremont Waters declared for the draft, which was expected.
Dad Show.
This is Dad Show. We're pulling it up. You got to be patient, okay?
I'm patient.
Patient, yes. There we are. There's Dad Show. Is that Drew on Dad Show? Wow, bud. You're on the TV. Hi. Hey. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah. You blew everybody a kiss? Okay. See, Dawn, good morning. Christian Geiger, good morning. Thank you for the share, Christian. Appreciate that. Kevin Graham, good morning. Troy Abear, good morning, and thank you for the share. I'm going to go ahead and share it to my personal account as well, just as a reminder. So you all reminded me before I even got started today. What's up, Dad? Good morning. Val Browning, what's up? Irfan, good morning. Matthew Rogelio, good morning, and thank you for the share. Sam Dixon, hey, Uncle Mike. David Billio, good morning. Thank you for the share. Sharing is caring. Love to see those shares. John Melanson, good morning. Happy Friday. Make it a good one indeed. A little not quite as awful outside this morning as it was yesterday. Wow, good day. Hopefully y'all stayed dry, didn't flood. Man, yesterday was a nasty, nasty day. Let's see. Tyler Lambert, do you think the weather will hold up tonight? It looks nasty. But I tell you what, man, if I read the forecast correctly, and I'm no forecaster, right, or meteorologist, but it looked like there might be a break in the rain, like after 7-ish. So even if it's delayed, maybe they get a later start and then get this one in tonight. I know they're worried about tomorrow too, and Sunday for that matter. But they got to find a way to get these games in. Lucian Atuso, good morning. But I'll tell you this too, the thing you worry about with this weather is, you know, with any delays that could be extended, is obviously your pitching, because you don't want to get somebody hot and then throw them 3-4 innings, 2-3 innings, whatever, and then you're shut down for 2-3 hours and then they're done for the day or for the weekend, especially if it's a starter. So that's kind of a bummer, man. But then again, I guess theoretically, I don't know if you do this, but like let me throw a hypothetical out, okay? And again, I don't know if they do this, but let's say they start the game today, and I don't think they'd start it if there was a threat of weather impending. But let's say they start the game today and then it gets delayed, they get like an inning in. You could, theoretically, you could bring Hess back Saturday or Sunday if you only threw like one inning. You know what I mean? You could, but then he's on short rest for the following week. So there's ways to do it, but it's obviously not ideal. Shelby, when one of your friends bitches about LSU losing midweek games and you have to hit him with a knowledge bomb, who did? How about did y'all see Arkansas this week? Arkansas, they're ranked like they're in the top 10 of the country. They gave up 17 this week to like Arkansas Little Rock. They lost like 17-7 in the midweek. Still ranked there in the top 10. Let's see. Megan Hurst. Good morning. Passed by Texas Children's Hospital. Thought of Drew. Thank you, Megan. That's sweet. We love that place. They were awesome to us and certainly changed the trajectory of our lives. You know, thank God that places like that exist. Let's see. So what y'all think of the Will Wade story? So Dellinger broke that yesterday. Knew that was coming. Had been talking to Ross about that a little bit, that it was percolating. So knew that was coming yesterday, that Will's got a new attorney. What? What, bud? Can you use your words? I think his show ended. But there's one in here. Hi. Home. Is Momo gonna take you to Home Depot today?
Momo phone.
Momo's phone. You will see Momo's phone too, I'm sure. Today's Momo's birthday. Wow. Wow. So Will's got a new attorney, same guy that represented Bruce Pearl, Sean Miller, working toward a meeting. Everything that I understand from LSU is there's a reason they've been exceedingly patient, and they're willing to meet with Will, and they want to meet with Will, and they want this to progress. So that's encouraging. But the flip side of it is Tremont Waters declared yesterday. So Nas 2 days ago, Tremont yesterday. Again, not last night. Tremont declared again, not surprising. Like we talked about all along. Tremont. This was always going to be Tremont's last year, and Nas was always going to be a one and done. And I sort of understand. I do understand Tremont because he's not going to get any taller. I mean, the one knock, he can shoot, he can pass, got good energy, good basketball IQ, all that stuff. Dr. Daisy. The thing. Dr. Daisy Fast. Okay. The thing with Tremont is, like, you're not going to get any taller. It's the one knock on him. I mean, could he become a better scorer, the better passer? And yeah, sure. But he's not going to get any taller. So if that's the one knock on you, might as well just go start trying to make it at the next level if that's what he wants to do. So, Nas, I think, could have benefited because he could have refined his skill set more and probably come back, had a great year, and moved up in the draft. But I don't blame him for going. What? Oh, you went fast. Okay, Dr. Daisy Fast. I'm sorry. But you have to use your words, okay? We can't just say, It was similar with, with Jarrell Martin and Jordan Mickey, if y'all remember that. People are like, oh, Jordan Mickey needs to come back. It's like, no. Willie Giant. Jordan Mickey wasn't getting any taller. Like, physically, he was what he was. Jarrell could have come back and maybe become a little more polished with his outside jump shot, and had he done that, then he would have been a much higher draft pick. But it worked out for both guys. Let's see. Adam Penny, Ron UC, good morning. Stephen Bro, do you expect anyone else to leave before the Wade situation is over? So what I always say, man, is there's always a surprise. And you hope maybe it doesn't happen to the negative for LSU this time. But I expect that I would not be surprised. I'll say it to you that way, not expect. I would not be surprised if Javonte and Emmett, or one of them, or both, declared and went through the whole draft process and then made the decision to return. I would not be surprised if that happened. Go and gather information and learn more about your draft prospects and what teams are saying about you, what you need to work on. Like, there's no harm in doing that. So I would, again, I shouldn't say expect because that makes it feel like it's going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened with those two guys, just like Tremont did last year, when there's really not an expectation that he's going to leave. I would not be surprised if that happened with those two guys, but I think they'd both be back. Hey, Ben Clark, good morning. Danny Brabham, my daughter Haley says hi. Hi, Haley. Good morning. And I like how you spell your name. My wife, Erica, her middle name is Lee, and she spells it Leigh. Well, it was before we got married, because now it's just Erica Keller Moscone. But before, obviously, Keller replaced her middle name. Anyway, yes. Let's see. Lowell Cormier, good morning. Tyler Hales, good morning. Move the baseball game to the PMAC, make things super interesting. Oh, God. Play a wiffle ball game. Dusty Revere, good morning. Mark Lacey, Carrie Poston, good morning. Trivia, what's up, man? Randy, I enjoyed you on the Josh Innes show last night. Good stuff. Willie Giant, you want some Willie Giant? So last night I did Josh Innes, my buddy who's no longer at working in Houston. I was doing the morning show there. He is now doing, I guess, in the interim while he collects, buyout money and all that stuff. You want Zoe? I don't know if Willie Giant's here, bud. Oh gosh, this is gonna be a problem. Okay, hey, look, we're gonna watch Bubbles and then Willie Giant. Okay? Bubbles and then Willie Giant. We don't have Willie the Giant anymore. He wants that, but I can't show it to him because we don't have that anymore. That's gonna be a problem. Let's see. So when I was on Josh's podcast last night, if y'all are interested, Josh in the show, podcast, however you get podcast, he had it live on Spreaker, so live and on Facebook, so live comments and all that stuff. Let's see. Randy, that means LSU is leaning on keeping Wade, right? Randy, I've said this all along, man. I don't know, and a lot of y'all think maybe it was PFA. I was plucking it from the air. I've said this all along. I don't know that I could say this any other way to make it more clear. If LSU wanted to fire Will Wade, they would have already fired Will Wade. They do not want to fire Will Wade. Good coach, won the SEC in year 2, good recruiter, fan support, full PMAC, sold tickets, made money. They don't want to fire him. I cannot say it any more plainly. That's not an opinion. Hey, after you watch Bubbles, then Willie Giant, okay?
Ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Drew's going to get a haircut today at 9, so we're going to have a little bit of an abbreviated show. I know I started late, but anyway. So, yes, I've said this so many times now. LSU wants Will Wade to return. It's why they've been this patient. But they also don't know what he will say when he comes and talks to them. They don't know the extent of potential violations. If there are violations, what the NCAA will say about it. If there's more transcripts that'll come. There's a lot of unknowns at this point. But LSU wants to retain Will Wade, yes. Which I have said for a month now. And people still think that I'm just making that up. Or that I'm naive. Or anyway. Josh Long, Home Depot Day. Thank you for the share, Josh Long. It is Home Depot Day. Carl the Cat, what's up? Good morning. Matthew, let the band play neck. Justin Beard, good morning. Happy birthday, Momo. It is Momo's birthday. I'll let her know you said it's Mama Scone. I'll let her know, Josh. Troy Abear, thank you for the share. Troy Abear, Wade needs to be reinstated. Recruiting is dependent on this. Well, I can also tell you this, that just like they were willing to punt the season without Wade, they're willing to punt this recruiting class to make sure that they're not running afoul of the NCAA, because if they get smacked with lack of institutional control, that's a really bad thing. That's the worst thing that can happen, because then the NCAA gets to come in and pull back the curtains on your entire athletic department. And I don't think anybody wants, because even if you think your house is clean, if you had inspectors come in to inspect the cleanliness of your home, they'll find something in the crevices. You know, they'll find dust on the fan that you've ignored. You didn't want that, dog. Darren Pellegrin, good morning. James Tyrone, good morning from Nashville today. Dusty Revere, the 2 recruits we are shooting for are 4- and 5-star. Any idea what national rankings of either guy? I don't know that. We went over it earlier this week with Billy Embody, but both now appear to be like a lean to Memphis. Penny Hardaway with the suspension. Jake Nola, what's going on? Bob Poole, Brian Myers, Craig Schilling, good morning. What's up, Craig? Matt Lusto, Travis McGraw, Derek Morales, good morning. Troy, you need to get the Major League dynamite drop there, Monty, for whenever you ask Paul O'Neill a question on an AFR. That's not a bad idea. He's not the best color analyst in the business for nothing, folks. Anything else you want to add, Monty? No. I don't call him the best color in the business for nothing, folks. Let's see. Put Josh Ennis on OTB. Him and T-Bob could be gold. That feels like a beautiful disaster, Jake. I don't know that we want to go there. Matt Lusto, PFA. I hadn't heard that one. I'm fond of the 10 rectal extract. I get it. Greg Duga, I'll take losing Nas and Trey if we get to keep Wade. Yeah? But that was going to happen anyway. And Wade, of course, is a long-term play for sure. Let's see. Whenever you talk about the Volkswagen dealership on AFR, you need to have the drop from Happy Gilmore. Volkswagen. That's not a bad idea. Get that. Let's see. Willie Giant. Stephen Bro. My son that is autistic is absolutely obsessed with Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and had to put 109 episodes on the thumb drive and play it on a loop. Hi. Willie the Giant. Okay, bud, but I don't think we have Willie the Giant anymore. And then Willie... And then Willie Giant.
Okay.
Okay. Ha 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 ha. Ha.
BMO Kayla
BMO Kayla Dominic. Now you always forget two other people. Anthony and Maria. Yes. Dominic is a baby. He does not have a car. He's just a little bitty baby.
Dad's show.
This is Dad's show.
Hi, Dad's show.
Hi, Dad's show. Let's just drop to the phone. Let's see. And I know the episode he wants. It's Mickey's Big Job. I just don't think we have it anymore. I think sometimes it gets deleted after a while. Let's see. Tyler Hales, in the situation that LSU retains Wade, how under the microscope is LSU athletics for how long? Well, if you're talking formally, it really depends if the NCAA opens an investigation. But I'll tell you this, man, if the NCAA decides that if they have you in their crosshairs, they're going to get you eventually. Like, that's what happened with Ole Miss and Hugh Freeze. When that 2013 signing class from Ole Miss came through, and Hugh was like, hey, man, anybody got anything on us? Call the NCAA. And then the NCAA basically decided, okay, we're going to get you. And it took them a while, but they got him. So I just want to cooperate. But then again, you can cooperate. Got him. Look, don't trip. Look. Hi. All done. Drew made a happy plate. Yay. Drew made a happy plate. Drew made a happy plate. Hey, are we going to go see Lily and get a haircut? Is that what we're going to do? Huh? Okay, we are going to go see Lily get a haircut. Lily haircut. Lily haircut. So Tyler, to answer your question a little more long form, the worst thing that could happen, and we've talked about this before, but is LSU getting pegged with lack of institutional control. You get pegged with lack of institutional control, then the NCAA can come in and look at your entire athletic department. Not just basketball, like everything. And I don't think anybody wants the NCAA snooping around looking at football. I'm not suggesting that there's been massive like wrongdoing in football, but what I'm saying is, like I just talked about, if you really start peeling back the curtains, you're going to find misgivings somewhere with something, and you don't want football at any disadvantage. Be it, I'm not even talking about something as serious as like postseason ban, but even if it's just limiting recruiting contacts or limiting scholarships or whatever, like anything, you don't want that. You don't want that at all. Carlton Cisco, oh yeah, how about that? I should put that in the title as well. Carlton says, morning, Matt from West Houston. Newsflash, I decommitted from Morning Scone 2 days ago, but now I'm back. My gosh, it's barely newsworthy. 18-year-old, how he feels that day, blah. So if you missed it, there's a receiver, Chris Abrams-Drain, who'd been committed for like a year to LSU. He decommitted last night. Cool. John Cunningham, Louis Alama, good morning. Eugene Coates, what's up, Eugene Coates? Good morning, man. Trivia Carter, what should we expect at the spring game tomorrow? Probably not much. And honestly, trivia, if it's raining, they'll probably do it. Remember last year, the Lightning came at halftime, and so they played the second half of the indoor facility? I mean, that may happen tomorrow if the rain is bad. I know they moved it up, which is going to be later. I think they moved it to like 1 o'clock for TV purposes, and we'll see what happens with the weather. But I would say let's hope nobody gets hurt. I would say certainly want to see what elements of the new offense that they show, some of the RPO stuff. I am definitely curious to see the newcomers like Apuaika, early enrollee, who on a thin defensive line, that's kind of an oxymoron, right? But a defensive line that is short on numbers, I want to see how Apuaika looks. Just a couple things to keep an eye on for sure. Derek Stingley, that'll be interesting. Luis just got on any update on Coach Wade? Nope. Just that his attorney got a new attorney. Attorney's trying to work with LSU to get the two sides to meet. Ronnie Dugard, John Boudreau, good morning. David, we still expect Cabrera tonight. Good question. I must have missed it yesterday. Paul Maneri yesterday did meet with the media and said Cabrera is out for the weekend. They're not going to play him this weekend. So still a little bit too much pain in that hand. Had I think I told you yesterday, he got a stem cell shot on Sunday. That's the procedure he had that Maneri talked about yesterday. So trying to get, sometimes it takes a little while to work. So anyway, they give him a little more downtime. Hi, baby. Which is smart. Just got to have other guys step up in the lineup. Whoop. Hey. What? Can you use your words? Cool. Let's see. I will do 8:05. I'm a bounce. Let's do 5 more minutes, okay? Because I got to get him to his haircut. I got to get him dressed and get him to his haircut. What's the deal with Storrs? Is he injured? Yes. So Nick Storrs tore his lat, and so he's coming back from that. He had to have a surgery. It's a weird thing, anyway. So he's not going to pitch this year, but there's a chance he could swing the bat this year. That was the story at the beginning of the year, but he's just slow coming back from it, But he's not going to pitch this year. Maneri's already said that. Craig Dugard, thanks for the share, Craig. So what to look for tomorrow? I'm guessing mediocre play calling. just talked about that a little bit. Adam Penny, news on Cabrera's injury timeline to him returning. I'd expect he'll be back next week. I can't imagine him sitting. Someone asked me yesterday, is it a long-term deal like the pitchers? It's not a shoulder thing. It's pain in his hand. And so they were managing it, trying to get him treatment, trying to, manage the pain. And then it just got to be too much this past week where he just couldn't swing the bat anymore. So they've rested him, which is great. Let that subside a little bit, and he'll be back. It's not a long-term thing. Bo Major, Alexander Diaz, Doug Duhan, good morning. Let's see. I'll tell you one thing, Craig Dugard. I'll tell you one thing. If Wade is our coach next season, Dickie V will go all Brokeback Mountain and just won't quit us. I did make a Brokeback Mountain reference yesterday. I've never seen the movie, but if you saw the trailer, where he's like, "I wish I knew how to quit you." There was something. Oh, it was Ross about Dellinger. It's like Dellinger just can't quit LSU. It's like he's working for SI now and he's still breaking LSU news. He just can't get off this beat. It's when you live here, you're in it. Brandon Hoyt, what's up? Tyler Hale, speaking of the NCAA, did you come across a story about Kyle Guy from UVA being told by the NCAA he and his wife can't have a wedding registry? Wow, no, I didn't. Please send me that link. I would love to do that in Cape Rock State. Please send me that link. John Boudreau. Hello, Matt and Drew. Hey, John.
Mommy car.
Mommy's car. Well, Mommy's got her car at work today, baby. I love you. Well, we can do that tonight if you want. Daddy can take you for a ride in Mommy's car. Want to do that? Okay, we can go to Awazawa.
Walk.
We can walk. Well, we can put you in your stroller and let you walk around the store by yourself. Let's see. Tamara Beard, good morning. Frankie Schmidt, good morning. Craig, can't wait for a plethora of toss dives. That's probably going to happen tomorrow. I mean, just being real with you, I don't think you're going to see anything open up tomorrow. Let's see. Chase Livingston, good morning. Jeffrey Kaz, good morning. Dusty, Mike Trout threw someone out from center at registered 93 miles an hour. Well, I'll put it to you this way. That's not surprising, and this is why. If you get a running head start and a crow hop and you throw the ball like that, you can get some velo on it, right? It's tougher when you're standing still and you're just driving off the rubber and generating that type of velocity. Like if you gave me a running head start, well, not anymore. I could throw 93, but obviously, just take anybody. and say, all right, throw this as hard as you can. And you have to do it from like a dead stop on the mound, and you just get to push off on the rubber. And they say, okay, give me like a 5-yard run head start, and a crow hop and a throw. You're going to generate more velocity. But that is still kind of amazing. He's awesome. Kerry Hughes, what's up, man? Chuck Sanchez, good morning. Kerry's in Nashville. Good morning, Kerry. And Joe Jubal, what's up, dude? Yo, shout out to Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, 5 locations of the greater Baton Rouge area. Weekend is upon us. You know what that means. Soccer matches for the kids, baseball for the kids, softball. Many of you weekend warriors out there playing tennis, doing ancient athletes, playing some flag football. Injuries happen, man. If you have any of the subspecialties, they've got them all. Willie Giant. We're about to say bye, Dad Show, and get dressed. I was looking at Instagram last night, and Brock posted a picture of Dr. Bankston at the SEC Gymnastics Championship. Of course, because Dr. Bankston is the LSU team doc, and he is also a Brock doc. So if it's good enough for the LSU football team, the LSU gymnastics team, basketball team, the baseball team, they hire Brock docs. If you need an orthopedist, don't you think you should go to Brock? Kind of seems like a good idea. Please like their page. They're tagged in this post. All right, y'all. So today, Terrio back on AFR today. I got a couple of meetings this morning, so I'm desperately going to try to get to the Locked On podcast. It might be a little later today, but I'm desperately going to try to get to it. I want to do a full breakdown of the LSU Texas A&M series. John Doxakis going tonight for A&M. He's a lefty, and he is awesome. So do not be surprised if LSU's lineup gets handcuffed by Doxakis. They need a good outing from Zach Hess today. They got to have a good outing from Hess. And A&M strikes out a ton of batters. Mississippi State leads the SEC in strikeouts. Their pitching staff does at 361. A&M second at 354. So they're what as far as strikeouts. So Willie Giant. Okay, listen, let's say bye to Dad Show, and then we'll go get dressed and find Willie Giant, okay? And go see Lily and Mama. All right, let's say bye to Dad Show. Oh, sorry for the hand, y'all. Say bye, Dad Show.
Bye, Dad Show.
Okay.
Mwah.
He blew y'all a kiss. That is so sweet. All right, bud. All right. Okay, y'all have a good day. We'll see you for Locked On LSU, AFR, and then tomorrow for Morning Scone. Later.